my gosh, what's going on with the asphalt? It looks like the Great Patriotic War had ended right yesterday. Locals in Ryazan prefer different cars, not only Ladas, but Maybach as well. How hard is the life under sanctions? The center of Ryazan city. Oh my gosh. I have no comments, my dear viewers. And at the same time, white Orthodox churches all around. Ryazan, welcome! My dear viewers, have you ever imagined how is it to live in the most sanctioned country in the world? 800 days under unprecedented imposed harsh sanctions. And today I'm traveling in Ryazan, and I invite you to explore how the regions of Russia survive under these sanctions. Let's get started. Ryazan is not just an old city, it's truly ancient one. Although the official date of the founding of Ryazan is considered to be 1095. But the first settlements on the territory of modern Ryazan appeared back in the Paleolithic era. It's really very ancient city with very local food and very provincial, interesting and kind-hearted people. You won't find such kind of street market in Moscow, never, under no circumstances, guys. But here, everything is possible. It's Ryazan. Yes, guys, it's true. Ryazan stands on the bones of mammoth, woolly rhinos, and even giant deers. It was about 80,000 years ago. I mean, first settlements here. Amazing, yes? Geographically, Ryazan is located in the very center of the East European plain, and the soil is so fertile here. Just have a look. You can find here sunflower fields and sunflower oil for sure, and a great deal of different kinds of honey, and people like to sell it. Guys, after the start of special military operation, a great deal of talented engineers and scientists and celebrities left Russia. As for me, these people are traitors. And what do you make of that? But it's been like this in all times. And right now I want to show you something very interesting. Yeah, it was in this house where in 1895 the founder of wonderful, world-famous cosmetics Max Factor opened his first cosmetics store. Creams, blush, perfumes, wigs were very, very popular among Ryazan fashionable girls. But then Max Factor moved to St. Petersburg, and in 1903 he left Russia and he continued his work in the United States of America. Nothing interesting, yes? Even under sanctions, we like to see our cities clean, Ryazan bread was the visit card of this city, and so many remote Russian villages and towns and big cities were eating this delicious bread since 12th century. Because the fertile surrounding lands have attracted settlers to these parts since ancient times, so it is not surprising that a mighty city eventually grew up here, and now I am standing near the bakery. This historical bakery has been baking bread in Ryazan for 85 years, but a month ago the bakery went bankrupt. This is life. Life under 11,000 sanctions, guys. You know, my dear viewers, it's rather difficult to explore new cities, new places without friends, and I have a wonderful friend here in Ryazan. Let me introduce you. His name is Vova. Oh, he's very busy, yes. And he's a great fan of Russian cars, you see? Vova, what's the name of your car? Как у тебя машина называется?
Lada Granta Cross.
Lada Granta Cross. Welcome to Russia, and you will have a chance to buy the same extraordinary car. Let's go for them. My dear viewers, and what a surprise I have today. We have a wonderful conversation with Konstantin. Let me introduce you, Real Reporter channel. I'm a great fan of his channel, and we are talking about Russian propaganda team on YouTube. Konstantin, can you tell something about it?
Yeah, hey everyone. You're very nice, and thank you so much for the introduction. And of course, we've chosen a very fitting location to talk about Russian propaganda, staying right in front of the Kremlin, where a lot of people think our paychecks are coming from.
Yes, exactly. And please don't miss our new video. Here is the link to Real Reporter channel. See you.
Stay tuned.
Ryazan has a very hot summers, while in winter the temperature in the city and this region can be below -40, -45, but now it's summer. Ryazan is one of the few Russian cities in which the local Kremlin has been preserved. And have a look, it's amazing, really. Let's go inside. Hello. The Cathedral Bell Tower in Ryazan Kremlin is one of the 20 tallest bell towers in Russia. Wow, that's really very high. And its construction lasted 50 years. During the revolution, Great October Socialist Revolution, the bells from this Church of the Epiphany were dismantled and taken away in an unknown direction. Guys, if anyone knows where are these precious bells now, please urgently write down in comments the location. Yeah, guys, I see Russian beautiful girls in national costumes. Nice to see you. Hello. Hello. What are you doing here?
We are working today.
You're working?
Yes.
You invite people to visit Kremlin?
Yes. And
So-
our museum named Zabava because of us. We are Zabavas.
Zabava is old Russian name. Yes?
And it's a literature character named Zabava. She looked like her.
Very, very nice.
I'm not very the same, but I'm trying to.
Okay, okay. How old is your city, Ryazan?
Soon it will be 1,000 years.
1,000 years.
Yes.
Can you imagine? 1,000 years. And how old are you? No, it's not polite question, I know. You're very, very young. Thank you so much. We are going to visit Kremlin and your museum. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. It's a pity, my dear viewers, the main cathedral is under restoring works, but you can imagine how wonderful, how terrific, how gorgeous it is. It will be after restoring works. And according to one of the urban legends, during the Great Patriotic War, the Ryazan Kremlin survived because the German command and Hitler forbade bombing the Kremlin. What do you make of that, guys? Did really Nazis decide to preserve this ancient Russian heritage? Wow, truth be told, I've never seen the restoring works of ancient relics of the past. Oh, just have a look, it's really gripping, yeah? Most of the oldest monasteries in Russia are located here in Ryazan region. For example, this monastery dates back to the middle of 17th century. But it's under restoring works again. It's good. We try to keep our monasteries and our church as well. Nothing has changed in our Orthodox religion in this 800 days. Maybe we started praying more for the lives of our Russian soldiers who are on the battlefields now. Ryazan is located on the high bank of Oka River. But this is a small river Trubish. It flows into Oka. And in previous times, this river was navigable. Can you just imagine? A lot of merchant ships from all over the world sailed here. Wow, we can't imagine this ancient Ryazan city without its another visit card, a lollipop on the stick. It's really historical candies. I think I should buy some for presents for my friends in Moscow. Yeah, looks really amazing. Different forms, different shapes. And it's very, very tasty. Oh, even lipstick. Oh, finally, it's time for lunch, and have a look what a wonderful place we have chosen. A small cafe, like at Mommy's place. In this very, very cozy cafe in Russian style, have a look what have we ordered. This is traditional Russian salad, herring under the fur coat. And for me, traditional Greek salad looks delicious and scrumptious. I'm so hungry. And what about main dishes for today? This is pork neck, in a crispy cheese, and for me it's a cod, baked cod, also with cheese. Looks great. Oh my gosh, my mouth is watering again, though I'm full. But this is a traditional apple pie with ice cream and almond petals. Guys, for all this amazing food we paid only 2,000 rubles. It's about $23, but I'm so full. My dear viewers, in Russia we don't pay much for utilities. If you still haven't seen my video about bills for utilities, here is the link. And but if you live under harsh sanctions, it's better to save money. That's why everyone put in his house meters. Meters for gas, meters for electricity, and meters for water. And here in Ryazan, a factory for the production of meters is being built. Yes, if you want to purchase a new meter at a low price, welcome to Ryazan. But the plant will be built in 2025. You see, it's very, very large, about 20,000 square meters. Looks great. My dear viewers, I can't imagine my video about sanctions without visiting grocery store. And just have a look, this is Ryazan city with a population a little bit more than 500,000. And what I see, this Globus grocery store is way better than even in Moscow. Oh my gosh, I'm totally gobsmacked. And so many people, you see. Don't tell me that there are no customers. Customers are everywhere in all the sections. My God. You know what, my dear viewers? I think I should film a separate video about this extraordinary, mesmerizing supermarket, because it's impossible to show you this wonderful place only just for 2-3 minutes. I think it's worth being filmed for 1 or 2 hours. Okay, let's do it. Promise me that you will watch my separate video about supermarket in Ryazan. My dear friends, the reality of today's life are drones with bombs, and Ryazan is situated 200 kilometers closer to Ukrainian border than Moscow. And a couple of months ago, three drones with bombs flew to Ryazan from the territory of special military operation. These drones hit the workshop of an oil refinery, and there was a strong fire right here. That's how we live in today's conditions. And you know, my dear friends, that Russian oil is the best in the world, and thanks God the fire was quickly extinguished. But life goes on, guys. Trains in Russia run on the right side of the railway tracks, but between Moscow and Ryazan on the left. And I'm coming back home by train.